All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion New England Patriots taking on the NFC champions. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis, beyond thrilled to be bringing you the Super Bowl. All the pomp, all the circumstance, all the pageantry. It doesn't get any better than this, partner.
I'm loving sharing this booth with you, sharing this moment, this type of a game. For all the teachers who said we'd never make it, we're here.
And we talk these last couple weeks about the buildup, the anticipation. I think these guys are just ready to get out there and get this thing started.
And I know that both coaching staffs have spent considerable time trying to figure out how to best bring their team up to a peak without taking them over the edge and causing a lot of issues early in the game.
And you don't think much of a pregame speech is needed for this one?
I think the pregame speeches were the shortest all year. If they didn't just say, let's go get them, guys, they probably talked too much.
The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw is Wilson. That is caught by Josh Oliver, the former San Jose State Spartan. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he's got this down to the 35. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of this Super Bowl, and he picks up the first down.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Wilson. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. This throw complete. Wilson finding Lockett. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 23.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
What? 280. 51 to mine. I don't think you got it, sir.
On first down, Wilson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson to the goal line, but it's incomplete. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
But that doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
Eighth play of this opening drive coming up. This is third down.
Four down. Tempo.
Again, Wilson. And that will be incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
3 points, probably not going to win this Super Bowl, but at least you get something on the opening drive.
And it's certainly not going to lose it. So the bottom line is, come away with the points now, come back and get greedy later, and try and put it in the end zone.
Let's go.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
We're set. 19. Watch the slip. Shoot. Check 26. 29. 54.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Set. 19. 24. We own him. Go. 29 is the Mike 29. Tackles. 25.
Out of the gun, Watson. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down. A first down carry by Elliott. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch the twist. And 25. Twist. Check three.
On the counter, Elliott. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40. On first down, it's Elliott. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Here's second and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky. Hey, 31. Under 10. 10. Check 9. Let's go. 5 on.
Here's Elliott. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They're back at the 8 now. Third and goal. From the gun, here's Watson. And it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And the return won't go anywhere. They'll be back deep in their own territory at the 2-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense.
Yep.
Run what
Put
you
your
do
foot on
best.
the gas.
Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
They'll throw again from their own end zone. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
They find some open field here. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. First down, Seattle, 16 yards, the gain there.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Green 80. Switch up, switch up.
They'll run on first down. It's Parker. Up from the secondary to make the tackle, Jalen Ramsey.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9. They'll try to left side. Parker. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Mike. 315.
From the gun on third down, Wilson. Open man is Samuel, complete. 4 catches already here in this Super Bowl. He's got another first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And 7 at the 39-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Wilson leaves this one with Penny. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. And chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Here's Wilson to throw. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Derek Barnett with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Fielded just inside the 20. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the... Throwing again, it's Watson. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he's got some space here. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That goes for a gain of 31. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
Mike 29. You can't block me. You can't block me. 29 is Mike. Mike 29. That's right, baby. They don't want it. 31.
On 1st down, Watson. And that's Elliott, complete. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than we expect out of each play.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
Mike 29. Time to go. Night. Hatchet. Watch the edge.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Watson, he's got his man. This is Tate. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
Watch the run. Shift.
Now Elliott. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
At the 3-yard line.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal.
Check 31, check 31. Hey, 24.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Here's Elliott. Well, Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. So it's halftime here on sports' grandest stage in the Super Bowl. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal.
Love his pocket awareness, able to slip out of the sack. But once you take your eyes off the receivers, once your eyes come down and you see the rush, hard to get back downfield and find an open target. Fortunate, that one just wound up as an incomplete pass.
Mike 29. I'm coming. I'm coming. 81. 24. Check 24. Check safety. Check safety. 54.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson. Got a man open. That's Harry. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Well, that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20.
Mike 29. What's the run? What's the run? 29 is Mike. Mike 29. They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this.
A shotgun snap for Watson. He's going to look deep from... Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
It's your first drive of the second half. You're down on the scoreboard. Maybe you just say to yourself, let's take a shot, see if we can shake them up. And, boy, they hit that one.
So that changes things. Here's 1st and 10 all the way up at the 45. From the gun, Watson. That one complete to Elliott. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Now Elliott, and the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Another example of just a dominant performance by this defense.
Yeah, you hear all the time about teams that try to steal signals from the other side and try and learn their signs and their tendencies. It's almost like they get the answers to the exam the night before and were well prepared for this final.
19. 55. Record. Mike 55. Mike 55. Alert. On that, baby. On that. Mike 55.
On 2nd and 11 now. Watson, he'll take a shot for the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 11.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Mike 55. Check 55. Mike.
Here's Watson. From the gun, he'll throw. And able to connect with Berrios. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 30.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Tighten up, Tyler. No.
After the penalty, it's Elliott. And he'll be taken down at the 34. They get 1 yard back there to make it 2nd and 14.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Watson, he's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 17-yard line. Watson now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They run the counter. Elliott. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Back to throw, Watson. He completes it to Tate. His 2nd catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a 1st down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? They'll try to run this one in. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Switch. Slam.
They'll try again with Elliott. And he is in. Touchdown, New England, with the 1st touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Patriots have taken the lead. They were able to push him backwards on 1st down, but this time he forces his way in.
I wonder if he went back to the huddle and said, guys, just a little bit more help, and I can get it done on this one. Maybe even overruled the play call from the sideline, just feeling like he had that opportunity, and he wanted to cash it in.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Penny. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Easy work. It's easy work. It's coming again.
That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 2.
1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on E! The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. Got his target, Samuel. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 12, 1st down Seahawks.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Rashad Penny. He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. And again this time to the tailback. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Parker, and they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 4 yards to pick up, 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry.
Penny, the 1st down carry. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Let's put that team on.
Again, it's Penny. Oh, fighting off the defender. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Easy.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Let's get off the field, D.
On 2nd down now. It's Parker, and he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. A 5-yard touchdown run, and the Seahawks are going to retake the lead. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here, back at the 21-yard line.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Throwing again on second down. Watson. That's complete to John Ross. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Watson now 12 of 16 thus far. It's first and 10. Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it second and 12. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. They'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a third down.
Brings up third and 7.
Check. Crunch.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. He'll look to throw. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 42.
That's exactly what they were looking for. If they get another gain like that, they'll be right there in field goal range.
And the tension building. Back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Now Watson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. Third and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure, and if you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. 4th down now, and defensively, Charles, you know, they're just asking this crew for one more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now, but they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, over-excited, and blow an assignment and give up the big first down.
And it's no good, just short. He gave it a good run, but maybe a foot or two short of the crossbar. All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2. It was Duke Dawson on the tackle, the 2nd-round pick in 2018. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. The Seahawks in victory formation as they go ahead and take the knee.
Green 80! Coming this way, here we go, here we go!
And the Seahawks are the class of the NFL. Seattle wins the Super Bowl. And their remarkable season ends in the most remarkable of ways. They get to put next to their name, Super Bowl champion.
And they can't ever take that away, can they?
Nope.
That lasts forever. So good to see the emotion when it's all said and done. You see the hugs. You see the guys sharing, the collective happiness. Makes me want to carry you around a little bit on my shoulders to celebrate the triumph. And congratulations to them. A fantastic season.
And they are the Super Bowl champs. The Lombardi Trophy is theirs, and so are bragging rights for an entire season. And what a season it has been. Feels like we have been there every step of the way. Our entire crew doing a wonderful job. Thanks to my broadcast partner, Charles Davis. For all those guys, I'm Brandon Gaudin signing off. We'll talk to you next season right here on EA Sports.